What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Geek and Geezer Fishing channel. In today's video, we're out at Silverbelll Lake just trying to make some bass fishing happen. We're in the month of March. We keep kind of having similar patterns to last year, but not to the same extremes. We're having some cold fronts and then warmer days and then some cold fronts, and we're stepping out of, you know, the winter pattern. It's been a little tough, but we're starting to catch fish on moving baits. Fish are starting to show up on beds. Caught a couple fish on beds. So I hope you guys like this video. Stay tuned, click subscribe, smash that like button, leave us some comments. And like I said, we'll be out there here at Silverbelll Lake, just bass fishing at Silverbelll, guys. See you out there on the water. Yeah. Well, and like I said, right now it's like dingy too. So it's not just its normal blue tint, it's also like kind of murky. And it looks really weird right now. There we go. Little buck bass. Oh, he got off right at the bank. A little squirt. Gosh, darn it. I just hooked a fish on this bait. Just had it right here at the bank and lost it. And I don't know if that fish was bedded. The water's really murky. But he hit it, that's for darn sure. And I'm just fishing it slow. Just gliding it like you would. Like, I guess the best way to describe it, it's almost like working a topwater spook, right? Like a spook bait. You just kind of rock it back and forth. That was kind of wild. This thing will straight up do like a 180, flip completely around, which is kind of cool. I've heard, I've never done it myself, but I've heard sometimes baits that are able to do that can really cause a reaction strike if you have a follower. So if you can pop it and get that bait to flip around and look right at it, it really gives the effect to the feel to the fish that it's following a live fish, right? Like if that fish is following this bait and it's trying to decide if it should hit it, and all of a sudden that bait practically turns around and then turns back, it really gives it the illusion that it's following something alive. And because sometimes that eye-to-eye contact, it's that fish probably thinks, it saw me, I've got to make a decision on whether or not I'm going to eat this, otherwise it's going to take off. Let's see if there's a fish hanging around here. Whatever one was following that bait might be around here. Maybe I'll pick him up with this. So one of the reasons I'm throwing this big bait this time of year is because we have, in theory, we could have pre-spawn fish, We could have spawning fish. I think I might have something pick up my bait right now. Maybe not. We could have pre-spawn fish. We could have spawned fish. We could have fry garters. And a bait that size coming through a bed might just get demolished. If there's a garter coming through a bait that size coming through a bed with fry on it for the garter is going to be enough of a threat, I would assume, for that fish to go ahead and get after it. And then you also have the pre-spawners, if there are still any. The pre-spawners are going to come out and be trying to feed up to get ready to be on beds. Got me a little doinker. Line took off pretty good, but just a little doink. But we'll get them back. Thank you, fish. Give him a little kiss. Oh. Very bummed that I did not get footage of the fish eating this bait. That is such a cool bait that I wanted to have eaten, and I had it eaten, and I didn't catch it, and I didn't even get it filmed. Look, guys, did you guys know that glide baits catch Cincos? Now you do. Glide baits catch Cincos. Right now it's kind of getting on the bottom, which is sketchy a little bit, because I don't want to lose the bait. But I feel like that's kind of what was happening with the with that other bait, or the last bite when I got it on this. I feel like the bait was almost nosing on the bottom, and I'm wondering if that fish thought that this bait was like nosed in on its bed. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna hopefully not lose this bait and continue doing what I'm doing for now. Obviously it's coming back with a little bit of schmutz, but nothing crazy, so it's not like it's, you know, dredging the bottom. And I haven't had anything where it doesn't feel like I can't work the bait. If I do, it feels like it right at the end. So for now I'm gonna fish it like this and see what happens. I just had a fish follow this up. I ran out of bank, but he was nosing on it pretty hard. It wasn't a big fish, but get it, big boy. Get it, big boy. Come on. There's a fish staring at it right now. Come on, get it. He's right in here though. He keeps following it. We're gonna get this fish, man. Got all cattywampus. I hope we can get this fish, dude. He just followed it twice. I was just talking about how I missed it and it wasn't recording. There was a fish right up here, followed it. He might be like 2 pounds or something, but there's a fish following this bait right up here to the bank, and I just gotta see if I can get him to bite. I'll back off the bank just a little bit too. I still wouldn't be able to see him though. I wish the sun would come back. Oh, he's right there. Come on. Oh my gosh, he's right there. He just followed it hard with the hard chopping. Let's get it on the hard chop. Come on, guys. Hard chops, 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 hard chops. There we go, guys. There we go. On the. There we go, guys. There we go. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Come here. Come here, big boy. Yeah, guys, look at that. He's got that bait in his mouth and in his bag. Oh, look at that, guys. Oh, look at that. Oh, that is so freaking cool. Came up and got it. He came up and got it. Ha 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 ha. Unfortunately, got it in his back, but he's not even that big. He's like 2 pounds, guys. He's like a 2-pounder. Freaking sick. All right, looking at a 0 with the hook on. Look at that, guys. 2.6 pounder ate that 6 or 7 inch freaking glide bait. Thank you so much, fish. Big old fatso. Oh man. There we go, guys. There's a fish. That's a good one too. That's a decent fish right there. Oh, heck yeah. Decent one. Thank you, fish. Get in there. There you go. There you go. You didn't like that, did you? Nice little fish. Catching them off the bed there. All right.
What do you catch on?
This little bright green worm.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was using this so I could see it. Because he's just sitting on a bed right here.
Yeah. There's a couple of them in there.
Yeah, there are. They use that channel quite a bit.
Yeah. Good luck.
Thanks, you guys too. Do what? Oh, it's all good. just jerk it up. That's right. Just a little guy on the jerk bait. He's about the same size as that Berkeley stunner. Don't put it in my hand, buddy.
Yeah, please.
Look at that, guys. Berkeley stunner gets it done on a little bassy. Little bassy boo.
Gets it done.
Look at that. That little guy, but we'll take it. Take it any day I can. Keeping it above that grass, probably.
Oh yeah. Yeah, if you can keep it above the grass.
This jerkbait slowly sinks. Yeah, it's like it's just barely sinks, which is pretty cool. That's
yeah, I like suspending and slow sinking as opposed to ones that you stop and they go immediately.
oh, floating. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of floating jerkbaits. There's probably a time and place, but. Yeah, I felt like I was like, oh, does that just get whacked? Mm-hmm.
Yes, it. Yeah, I see.
Oh, he might be out. My bad. Oh, that was a fish. That was a fish. Another little guy.
Right on.
Another little guy. They're eating this stunner though.
They are.
Wish I could find one like the geezer just had on it. That'd be pretty sweet.
That would be fantastic.
Open up your mouth. Open up your mouth so I can get these hooks away from my hand. These guys, I think we actually moved closer to the size of the bait. That's fantastic. Going the wrong direction, but jerk bait. So that's cool. Loving it. Take your fish.
Fish on.
Nice.
Little guy. Little guy. Oh. Well, settle down. Thanks, guy, on a little curly tail grub, little dude.
And should we hit this side and that side?
I think so.
Yeah.
What side do you want?
No, let's both hit both sides.
Okay, we'll both hit both sides. Do you have a preference? Do you want to be closer to there? Duck sauce. Fish on. Oh, low little guy. Oh, we came off. Dadgummit. I'm liking this little jig deal here. A little better one. And keep them on there at all. Oh, yeah.
Better than the last one anyhow.
Yeah, about the same size as the rest. Well, I'm gonna have to give you a little toss there, buddy. There we go.
All right, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that video. Thank you so much for tuning into the Geek and Geezer Fishing channel. As you saw, guys, we're catching some fish on moving baits. caught some fish on a jerk bait, caught some fish on the tailspin, but lost that one. Got a couple fish on, had 2 fish on the glide bait, lost one. Had a couple more followers, got a couple bedded fish. It's been a really, got a couple fish on drop shot. The fish are starting to bite. The bite is picking up. We're in that full-fledged spring. Like I said, we're seeing bass on beds, which is phenomenal. Some of the followers that I had on the glide bait, I believe, were bedded fish that were just, I was getting too close to that bed, so I was pulling them off, and they were following it. And, you know, is what it is. Tried to lose that bait and had to go swimming for it. Well, swimming, had to go wading for it, but I wasn't going to lose that bait, especially after catching fish. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope that gives you guys some confidence to get out here maybe a little bit earlier than you expected. We've been catching some bass in February and now March, and it's been phenomenal. Click subscribe, smash that like button, leave us some comments, and I'll catch up with you guys next time out there on the water.